Hi everyone, Mr. Solo here, and this is the recording for Keyboarding Day 4 for Computer Applications in Business 2. So in the last class, we talked about the top row of keys and how you type those. We also talked about stretching to reach your fingers into those proper locations. Remember, it takes practice and it takes time. One of the ways that I recommend doing some typing lessons online, you can also sit and try and type each letter, like do Q, 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 W, 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 till you start getting into the function and habit of reaching for those keys. It does take some practice. So today we're still continuing on our standard of being able to demonstrate speed building using techniques for numeric and symbolic keyboarding. How I'm measuring you this unit, as usual, remember we have labs. The practice speed building and practice number pad, I'm releasing the details on that tomorrow because you're going to start practicing over the next couple of days. Your mastery assignments, remember you have the poster due, you have quiz K due, as well as the mastery speed building and the mastery number pad. All right, for our schedule for this unit, we are here in day 4. Today we're going to talk about the bottom row keys, and then next week you start getting into your practice days. So the bottom row looks like this. So the way that you type your bottom row, on your left hand, your left pinky, we'll go ahead and type the letter Z. It reaches from A down to Z. Your left ring finger will reach from S to X. Your left middle finger will reach from D to C. And then your left pointer will reach from F to V and to B. On your right hand, you have your right pinky reaching from semicolon to slash, your right ring finger reaching from L to the period, the right middle finger reaching from K to the comma, and then your right pointer reaching from to J to M and N. Remember, the B and M keys do double work. These are a little bit of a stretch, but not as bad. For me, I find the bottom row to be one of the more challenging ones to type, especially when you're just learning, because it's a little bit awkward to go backwards into your hand, so to speak. So you want to make sure that you take the time to practice those movements and continue to stretch your fingers and make sure they're hitting those keys. Also in this lesson, I want to take some time and talk about the shift key, because now that you have learned all of the letters, we can talk about the shift key. When you are typing and building speed, you do not want to keep hitting the caps lock key and back and forth. That's going to slow you down, actually. You want to press and hold the shift key, okay? Good typists will ignore the caps lock key unless they actually really have to type in all caps. Your pinky fingers are responsible for hitting those keys. All right, when you are using the shift key to type, it's important to note some features about it. If the key is typed with your left hand, so let's say the letter A, you type the letter A with your left pinky, you're going to use your right pinky to hit the shift key. On the opposite end, let's say you're going to type the letter O, your left pinky is going to reach down and hit the left shift key. It's the opposite. This does take some practice, so you have to think of the opposite hand in order to use the shift key and to hit the correct letter. Don't try and hit like A and shift at the same time, especially since your pinky finger is supposed to hit the A and it's responsible for the shift as well. It's kind of impossible to do that. For symbols, we'll talk about symbols next week. Symbols are the, you'll notice that some of the keys on the keyboard have symbols above them. The way that you tell them, the symbol on the bottom is what would be typed and printed without holding the shift key. That's why if you look at like the comma and the period, those are the brackets. If I were to hold the shift key, those would then become the brackets. So the ones that are on the bottom are the ones that are typed without shift, and the ones that are on top are the ones that would be typed holding shift. Also remember, when you are using the shift key, you must hold the shift key. You can't just press it and then go hit the letter. You have to hold it and then press your letter. All right, so take some time to practice. Make sure you type the bottom row. Remember, your left hand is covering ZXCVB, while your right hand is covering NM, comma, period, and the slash mark. All right, remember, to build accuracy, you can type on a blank Word document or type in a notepad. Just see what words you can type. You can type all words now because you've learned all the keys. Remember to try looking at the screen and not the keyboard. We want to build you to build speed in this class. All right, for today, your work is to work on Lab K4. You'll find that in Schoology. You want to make sure you turn that in when you are done. And then when you're done, you can spend some time working on your typing lessons and spend some time practicing. All right, that's going to do it.